Hey guys, I was recently a bystander to a conversation about what is sorcery, and the things that I heard said were kind of disturbing. So I wanted to share some of that with you. Stay tuned. Hi guys, it's Laura Giles with Pan Society. Thanks for tuning in. Now, apparently there is a kind of newish thing going on. It's associated with millennials. I don't really know anything about this movement or this group, so it's all hearsay, but it's supposed to be associated primarily with millennials, and they're going out doing spells on people, doing spells on Donald Trump, and trying to create social justice through sorcery. And the way that I heard one person describing it to someone else was that sorcery was a return to the source, meaning God. And they were taking upon themselves to decide what the world ought to look like by putting spells on Donald Trump and making things happen in favor of social justice. Now, because this is out there and we talk about manifesting and rituals and things like that, I wanted to clear up what sorcery is for us. So recently I started a glossary on our website that talks about these terms. So they may have more than one meaning for different groups, or the meaning maybe get lost because just there's so many different ones, or it gets distorted or things like that. So for us in Pan Society, sorcery is not a return to the source. Sorcery is a violation of someone else's sovereignty. So sorcery is just doing that. So any practice that uses energy and a focus and concentration of energy to violate someone else's free will. So if you're doing something that's malevolent, okay, so if let's say that I'm Donald Trump, okay, and you didn't like me and you were going to send some energy my way to make me straighten up. If that's not something that I would wish for myself, then your actions are sorcery. You don't have my permission, and it's not for my highest and best good. Even if it's for the benefit of the planet, it's sorcery. Now, in a lot of contexts, when people are talking about sorcery, they're talking about things like necromancy and harnessing the power of evil spirits to do their bidding, things like that. And I don't know if you believe in that. I don't know if I believe in that, but let's just say that that's possible. That would still be a violation of someone else's will, because you're using the power of a demon or the dead to do your bidding, and they're not going to just do it out of their own free will just because they like you. So again, that would be a violation of oneness, of sovereignty. It's not really in the realm of connection either to send somebody to do someone else's bidding that's going to hurt them. So we do talk about manifestation. We do talk about self-determination, sovereignty, but think about boundaries. This is about how do you want to govern yourself. You don't get to decide for other people what's good for them. You don't get to decide for the universe what's good for the universe. All you get to do is control your little piece of it, and through your actions in your life, you do influence the whole, because you're part of the whole. And that's a really, really powerful place to be. And if you're taking on the cares of the world like this, I'm going to decide for the future of what happens to this country or what happens to this world, then you might be a little misguided. Because think about, if you're a Game of Thrones fan, think about the creation of the White Walkers. Somebody thought that was a great idea. There's all kinds of unintended consequences. Everything ripples out into the world, and when you start putting things out there, then you just don't know how it might end up. So your little piece of the planet, this just bubble right around you, is plenty for anybody to worry about. That's all the control that I want. I don't need control over you or the planet or anybody else. I trust that the things that I do for myself are going to positively impact my life and everyone else around me. And I think that's just enough. And I hope you do too. So if you have questions like this, if you need a definition, check out the glossary or ask me, hey, what does this thing mean? How do we use this in context? Be glad to talk about it. And I'd love to hear your ideas too, because maybe I've got it wrong. Let's have a dialogue. I'd love to hear. So please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Ciao.